Hello everyone, welcome to GametechUK and some news about Alaskan Road Truckers, where they are at the moment, their plans for the short term and of course the console release. So let's get on with today's video. Now 2023 was a big year for Alaskan Road Truckers. They of course had the release, they had many patches, seasonal events, they even managed to get a DLC out. 2024 sees them reflecting on that and working out what they're going to do in the near future. If we go over to their Steam page, they're talking about the 2024 priorities, and they say the new year is a time for reflection and resolutions. That's why we've decided to take a long, hard look at Alaskan Road Truckers and work on the areas that we feel matter most that will improve the experience of playing our game. For the moment, we are pausing any work on additional content for the game while we devote all of our resources to bug fixing, controller and steering wheel issues, and making sure we resolve the issues that go in between you and the full Alaskan Road Truckers experience. We still have plans to add to our game, from adding more customization options to more content, but we feel right now the focus has to be on the core game. The next update from us will be all about improving the game, not about adding extra stuff. We feel that this is the right call to make now, and we hope you agree as you see Alaskan Road Truckers get into fighting shape. One thing that I've always liked about Alaskan Road Truckers, and most importantly the development team, is their honesty. And what they're saying here is, you know, it's all right, keep moving forward, adding things, but the more we add, sometimes the more bugs they introduce, but there is still elements wrong with the core game. You've probably seen my last couple of streams on the game, where every time I go to hand the mission in, it bugs out and I have to cancel the game, which ruins my reputation. There's a lot of other little bugs as well. And I think what they want to do is, now we've got a game that we can play, they just want to go back to the drawing board and get it 100% perfect. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that they're halting the development process, but it will slow things down while they go back through the code and make sure everything is absolutely as it should be. So you may be thinking to yourself, well, what about the console release? So they had this to say on their Steam page. We remain committed to releasing Alaskan Road Truckers on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. We cannot share release details just yet, but we are working towards a full Alaskan Road Truckers release on console. The priority right now is making the base game sparkle. As soon as Alaskan Road Truckers is trucking along nicely, we'll have more definitive news for eager console truckers. We know that this isn't the news a lot of console players have been waiting for, but we hope to have more concrete information to share with you over the coming weeks. So like they say, of course, that isn't the news that a lot of console players want. And I've always said that this is going to be released for console middle of the year. That may even go on a little bit further, but you have to hand it to them. Their honesty, they're upfront about it. And of course, they're turning down money. You know, they could release it in a terrible state and everyone would buy it. Of course, they'd fix it afterwards, but it wouldn't do the IP any good. So you have to hand it to them in saying, look, we're just not ready yet. We're not happy with the product, especially before it goes to console. We want to get it all swept out, all running perfectly, ready for a real good console release. Alaskan Road Truckers are asking for information. Actually, I will put the link in the description for a questionnaire, so like a Google form, where you can fill in what you like about the game, what you don't like, things you'd like to see, any bugs that you've encountered. Something like this is all about gathering as much information together as possible so the development team can move in the right direction. I'd love to know in the comments section, though, what do you think of this news? Of course, it is negative in a way, especially if you're a console player. You know, you want this game as quick as possible. I think it's a positive that they're really looking at their product, their IP, and making it 100% perfect, or as near as perfect as we can get these days with video games, before it gets released onto console, and to make the PC version as good as possible. I am a fan of this game. If you watch the channel, you'll know I love this game. Like I say, there are issues with it, but hopefully now they can just take a sidestep, sort the issues, come back, and then we can all move forward. Looking forward to new content for Alaskan Road Truckers. But that is it, everyone. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.